Welcome to episode 23 of Just Roll the Tape.
A piano fell on my head. What consequences?
So my last video, a lot of fans were asking you told us about number one's toilet habits. What about your little baby? So I actually do have some information about that, which I really wanted to update you guys about. And if you're squeamish, cover your ears or don't watch this video. I mean, you're not watching this video. So number two only goes twos about every 2 weeks. So sometimes, she'll sit on our lap and just let rip and absolutely stinks. Has someone just shoved an elephant up her? Because it's unbelievable. And then when she does actually finally get to doing her business, oftentimes a big mess. And if you're watching this, baby girl, when you're older, and I'm not trying to embarrass you, this is what the fans want to know about. So that's a little update about her toilet habits. So the hot topic around the house these days is setting boundaries, or some would say discipline. And has number one absolutely been just dropping swanton bombs on her sister? Yes, of course. Has he been tuning his leg up to drop sweet chin music on his innocent tiny little baby sister? Sure. Has he been up in her face, licking her, having just been sick? What do you think? So we've sort of been trying to say, hey, don't do this, don't do that. And sometimes, it's the difference between old school and a bit newer school, where I might say, don't do that, or you're not getting whatever, a pony for dinner or ice cream. Whereas his mom would be like, yeah, you've got to set consequences relating to the incident. So I don't know, if you kick your sister, we have to take your legs away or something like that. It's complicated. She sends me some of these Instagram parent things to read, and I'll put one up on the screen now and I'll read it. And this is consequences versus punishment, okay? Consequences are the direct result of an action. Punishment is the infliction of some kind of pain or loss upon the person or a misdeed. Now, talking semantics, we're talking about the specific instance that these words can be applied in. And if you look at it from a different perspective, and this is my view of obviously, the words are almost interchangeable. So here's another one. When you give consequences to a child, he may not repeat the mistake because he understands what he did wrong. Versus the punishment, if you punish a child, he may not repeat the mistake for fear of punishment itself, not because he understands what he did wrong. Now, in theory, I guess that makes sense, right? I take that on board. And the end result though, is that he stops dropping the people's elbow on his little tiny baby sister. There's obviously, longer term effects, but this is probably why, the people saying anxiety is up, D word, depression is up because of social media. And I'm starting to see why. I known why, but I'm starting to agree more, because you'll get these sort of parent blogs or whatever, Instagrams, giving advice, and it just makes you feel completely useless. So to me, that's the same as if you follow a fitness Instagram, this guy comes in, he's ripped, and he's like, cut out carbs, do your cardio, and these are the results. Dude, of course, right? If I did all of that and I was perfect, well done. But sometimes when you're mad at the kid and you're in the moment, how are you gonna apply these practices? So these, things you read sometimes just make me go what am I doing?
Después de lesionarte de tal gravedad, las rodillas sí que te entra un poquito más de miedo a la hora de ir al choque, ¿no? Y sí que...
Come on, man, get off my back. You think I want this? It just happened.
But at the end of the day, he kind of gets it. He is sort of not doing triple backflips off the top rope on his sister as much as he probably would like to. Yeah, so I guess he's taking stuff on board. I guess, I don't know. The other day I was at school and he somersaulted and kicked two of his friends in the face. So he's got a little bit of way to go to sort of rein in his physicality, but it's a learning process. Now tell me why I went specifically to buy time to make dinner, and I come home and I find I've got about 8 pounds of time in the fridge. There's a whole premise of, oh, you get the Wi-Fi connected fridge. No one tells you why though. This is the dream, right? You put something in the fridge and you either scan it or the fridge knows somehow, RFID, Uniqlo figured it out. You just drop your stuff in the thing and it knows what you've put in the basket, so that you can just go, cacao, I've got mushrooms, a bit of chicken, I'm low on yogurt, I should go pick some of that up, and maybe even the fridge will order it for me. Perfect world, right? Instead, you just got everything needing an app now. Like I've got an app for my lights, I got an app for my speaker, I got an app for my headphones. And instead of making the world smarter, it's made the world dumber. And now my phone has about 8,000 apps on it that I don't need. So one time I was walking into the MTR lift and I seen someone on their phone and they were just watching CCTV or webcam of their own apartment, just looking in their living room. Now, I thought that was so sad, but actually, if I knew what was in my fridge, I'd be at the office, hey, I've got 4 pounds of spinach, what am I gonna do with that? So I might put a Wi-Fi connected camera in my fridge, just so that I know, so I don't have to go out to the market to buy time and find that I've got 8 pounds in the fridge. So that was a long-winded one, and it was a bit of a rant at the start, and I probably will get in trouble for that one. But I just wanted to record that. I don't know, again, if I've got anything to throw up at the end, but thank you for watching if you are watching, the 4 of you that are. And if you're not, get on board. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Have a good time. Enjoy life. It's life is too short to get bogged down, to be discouraged, or you have to keep moving. You have to keep going. Put one foot in front of the other, smile, and just keep on rolling.